I chose to do my formative and summative assessment evaluation on the environmental health lecture, and this is a continuation of what I did in a PowerPoint a few modules ago. Observations in the laboratory experiment, so it would be like a part 2 of it. It would begin with a very brief explanation of the movie that was seen the last time. And the worksheet that was provided from that, the students would place their answers of what they found as far as marine debris on flip charts in the corner of the rooms. One person from the group would do that, and we would determine that the majority of their answers would be something that contained plastic. So there would be some assessment there. I would be able to see further how students would be thinking and learning moving forward from that. So then I would give a definition of plastic, the major ingredient, which is polyethylene triphosphate, I think it is, or PET. So there would be a vocabulary word that students would learn, and then also it would be further enhance their learning experience. Then they would give some definitions, not definitions, but they would give some examples of items that are made with plastic and how long it takes for them to biodegrade. Students would be able to see from this that they would be gathering more thinking and learning about the topic. Then their laboratory assignment would be given, that we would be experimenting with plastics ourselves, and the groups, each one would have their own way of seeing what happens with the biodegradability of plastic. They would be given a list of supplies to make an indoor composter. It's very small, hard to see. There's not really a lot of items, it's just that the way they put it together that there were a lot of definitions to what things are. But it would take one class period for students to put that together. And within their laboratory notebooks, the indoor composter would be checked monthly, so it would be pretty much of a long project that would take probably an entire school year. They would log their data that they found, and at the culmination of the year, they would reflect on their outcomes and write about the experience, and if it had changed the way that they used, reused, and recycled. There again, that would be one of the points there that I would see within the year, and also at the summative at the end, that students would be thinking and hopefully learning. They were given homework after the composter would be put together, and that homework is where they would come up with why people should compost, how it affects, what factors, how quickly something decomposes, why it makes that, and 3 ingredients in making plastic if they're harmful to the environment. And this year, this would allow students, again, to be thinking and learning. This would be more of a formative assessment. There's some vocabulary words, just a few, may be more added to that once they came up with some of the items that would be listed in the makings of plastic. They may have a few more that would be in there that would add to their vocabulary. And the summative assessment would be at the end of the school year. They would assess, I would assess what their outcomes were of their indoor composter. And ongoing throughout the school year, monthly assessments and data collection would be logged in the lab notebook, which would be more formative assessment. And there's our works cited for the project. Thank you.